are at 12018Z on board Valiant Lady with Virgin Voyages. Let's take a look at this Sea Terrace cabin. So it is your standard Valiant Lady Sea Terrace cabin. It is on deck 12. You'll see it is set up in a king bed configuration. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn the air conditioning on because it is warm in this room. Now, we did have to move staterooms due to some noisy neighbors, but you'll see it is all of the standard features of a Sea Terrace cabin. So we've got our table, our desk, our glasses. We'll have a couple of watercrafts. We've got seating over here by the window, which is lovely. A little bench, our mini fridge down here. We love this TV over the bed. And then, of course, full mirrors here. Light controls by the bed, USB ports, outlets, end tables for storing things, hooks on the wall. We love all of the attention to detail in these staterooms. Baskets up here for storing things, a little cubby down here for shoes, bunches of drawers in the closet, another full-length mirror, the safe, and just tons of storage for hanging things. And now let's take a look at this Valiant Lady cabin bathroom. Of course, it is the same small bathroom that we are used to on Virgin Voyages, where you can sit on the toilet, use the sink, and take a shower all at the same time. Isn't that fun? But you can see here we've got our standard setup with some towels hanging behind the toilet, a little shelf right here, a little spot to put some of the items that you're gonna need on a regular basis up on the counter, as well as a small little shelf down below the sink. And there's that beautiful shower with the rain head. We love the water pressure that comes out of those shower heads. It's wonderful. And wrapping up this tour of 12018Z, we're gonna head out into the balcony, which has one of those beautiful sliding glass doors. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that up because, as you can tell, it tells you right here, for your AC to work, your balcony door must be closed and locked. Coming outside again, we have our 2 seats with the side table and everyone's favorite hammock to sit in and just watch the waves go by as you're sailing on to your next destination on board these beautiful lady ships. That's a wrap for this tour of 12018Z. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about booking Virgin, let us know. We're happy to help. Bye.
Here's our final thoughts on room 12018Z on board the Valiant Lady.
Overall, the location of this room is great. We really liked how easy it was to hop up onto the Lido, whether we were going up for breakfast or we were going to explore the top of the ship. Super easy to just go up a couple of flights. I was a little worried because we were right by the stairwell, so this room is right across from the stairwell and elevator banks. Didn't hear anything from that area of the ship.
Not at all. The room was very normal. It was very much a standard balcony cabin that we're used to seeing on board Valiant Lady.
Sea Terrace. He means a Sea Terrace because Virgin does things differently.
That's right. It is a Sea Terrace. It was an okay cabin overall. I feel like things were a little bit cramped in this one compared to the obstructed view cabin that we had, where it was a little challenging getting between the bed and the TV if we wanted to go out to the Sea Terrace.
Yep.
But overall, the cabin itself was fairly nice. It was well appointed, had great beds. The bathroom you saw was the normal small bathroom.
Yeah.
And storage was a little bit smaller as well in the closets.
Storage in the closets, and my only complaint, honestly, about the Virgin Voyages bathrooms, you've heard me talk about them in various videos of, I really love how intentional they are and all of the design choices. My one complaint about those staterooms is that bathroom has no storage. We store our toiletries in the closet because they're really, if you look at that counter space, there's just not any place to put anything.
There really isn't.
It was really a miss, I think, in the design phase.
Hopefully the newer ships will have that addressed.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the room itself, after we spent 4 nights in it. Unfortunately, we discovered that sea terraces and limited view sea terraces are just not for us with Virgin.
It was loud. The neighbors next to us, they would keep their balcony door open and they would just let that stateroom slam. It was not the best sleep we've ever had on a cruise ship. I don't want to write off Sea Terraces altogether. However, on our next voyage, we did book an
Insider cabin.
so we're gonna check out what it looks like to be in an inside stateroom on Virgin Voyages. The folks next to us, again, you can't control neighbors on a cruise ship. If you've cruised before, you know this. The folks above us, they didn't have kids.
No.
I know they didn't have kids because we're on Virgin, but they were running back and forth all day and all night long, whatever they were doing in that room, and the people next to us were just not very kind with the slamming of their stateroom doors.
Right.
So we didn't have a ton of luck sailing from San Juan.
Correct.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe it was San Juan. We'll put the blame on there. But overall, if you are okay with some noise, if you're more of a deep sleeper and those sorts of things don't bother you, the cabin in general was fairly nice. Like we had said earlier, it had nice amenities. Yep. We felt taken care of. Our room steward was really friendly, especially when we came up and made the move. They made sure that the room was all set and just what we needed. Of course, with this cabin, instead of having those hinged doors to get out into the sea terrace, it is a sliding door, which should be better, but we still heard some people slamming those too.
Here's the other thing that I would say. So use your own judgment on this. We found that both neighbors to the side of us and above us, they got up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, we knew their schedule.
We don't get up at 7 in the morning on a Virgin Voyage. We don't get up at 7 in the morning on any cruise ship, let alone a Virgin Voyage where you're out at the Manor or you're at Scarlet Night, wherever it is you're out. You aren't going to bed super early on Virgin Voyages. And so maybe that's what the difference was in San Juan, is it was an earlier crowd.
Maybe.
Actually, the Happenings cast told us that based on the San Juan sailings, they had actually moved some things earlier because people were complaining how late things were going. So that makes more sense. Our neighbors got up super early. We didn't. And so, again, we always say on the channel, your mileage may vary.
Right. That is our fare review of 12018Z on board Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady.
Would you book it again?
I would very much have to consider all of my options if I would want to go back into that cabin.
Fair. And now you know why, so think about it for you as well.
Until the next time, bye.
Bye, y'all.